Brought to you by Queen's Campus Computer Store, located inconveniently in Dupuy Hall, but definitely worth a trip.
The end of summer is a bittersweet moment for the typical Queen's student. The days of lounging in the hot sun or working at that summer internship program are drawing to a close. Slowly but surely, the realization that another grueling yet exciting year is upon us. For those new to the university scene, it can be an adjustment. But no matter your age or year, no one is immune to the pressures of university. That is why today, the Private Eye is investigating ways to manage stress to ensure that this year is your most productive yet exciting school year yet. A growing awareness about the importance of mental health has increased the number of students seeking assistance from on-campus services, such as the Peer Mentor program. At times, life as a student can be overwhelming, and Queen's employs trained individuals who are available to help manage anxiety.
So if it's a really sort of difficult course that somebody needs extra help with, I would recommend a tutoring service. But if they feel like, oh, I just need to get some good strategies for how to approach this material and how to prioritize what's important in these courses, then the peer mentors can be very helpful with that, and with that ongoing sort of just talking through anything that comes up. One of the key things for managing stress that I do a lot of coaching in, and my peer mentors do as well, is helping people learn how to relax and taking breaks. You know, I think one of the things that some students fall into is feeling they have to work 24/7 and there's just no room for a break or to do anything that you enjoy. So finding things outside of school that re-energize you, making time for that, and if that means reducing your course load by one course so that you can fit in those other things, it's certainly something that I promote with students.
Queen's has had the benefit of recently opening a new fitness and recreation center. Students have almost unlimited access to sports teams, intramurals, dance and fitness classes, not to mention a state-of-the-art pool, gym, and squash courts. We talked to Megan Jones, a personal fitness instructor at the ARC, who discusses the connection between stress and physical activity.
Students should be physically active every day, and that 30 minutes a day is a minimum. I think that's what we need to remember. Just like a speed limit is a maximum, the requirements on a daily basis are a minimum 30 minutes. So if you can get more in by taking the stairs instead of the elevator in the ARC, that's probably a good idea. If you can get activity in any way possible, walking somewhere. I know that Queen's students tend to walk a lot, so if you want, pick up the pace just a little bit and start racing. But vigorous activity, I would say every day, giving your body a rest, making sure that you're not overdoing it as well, because that can have just as many negative repercussions as under-exercise. There's a lot of studies that have been done recently, and actually the Ontario Mental Health Board has done a lot in the correlation between physical activity and depression. Has a high correlation. I think it's if you are overweight or in poor physical health, you have 3 times the possibility of actually being somebody that's a little more depressed.
No one knows better than a fourth-year student the difficulties of first year. We asked several upper-year students entering the final stretch of their undergrad degree to give practical advice about managing their schoolwork, social lives, as well as their mental and physical health.
Doing your readings is like the most important thing, and going to class. Even just like the difference between not going to class at all, which I did in first year, and going to class, which I did in second year, makes like a 10% difference in your marks immediately. I know I'm still not the best student, and I know I don't always prioritize school over other things at university, but it's all about finding a good balance. And for me, I know that school is not my #1 thing always, and my academics aren't always my #1, but I have a lot of other things that I worry about as well and enjoy to do. So it's kind of about finding a balance between everything you like doing, I'd say.
I don't think I did a single reading in first year. Like, ever, and then exams came, and I was kind of like,
I don't think I have a #1 stress reliever. I just like to keep busy, whether that's extracurriculars, going to the gym, going out with friends, and then also, of course, doing your schoolwork.
the other thing you can stress to figure out a balance is I find when I'm busier, I get more things done. So just like trying to find an extracurricular that can kind of be a stress relief for you, and working that into your day as well, so you're like always active and you kind of feel like you've done something every day?
It's a hard balance to find. Usually there's busier academic times in the month or in the semester, and that's kind of usually when I hermit and just do work, and then when I have some free time I try to go out with my friends.
I think a lot of the advice that I got when going to university, I mean, like, a lot of people in my family wanted me to go into a different program than I was. So a lot of my family wanted me to do commerce instead of arts. So I'll say, like, what I would give to somebody coming into university is do whatever you're passionate about and get involved in something outside of academics, because that's where I've met all of my best friends in the past 4 years. And that's what can make your university experience the best time of your entire life. And I think it's been that for me, for sure.
Something my dad told me going into university was it's not just about school, it's about the whole experience, which is something that I'm really lucky and I've really embraced that. So I just say, like, enjoy it, because there's no other experience you'll have that's like university.
University can be an enjoyable experience where students can learn and grow in a positive space. Stress is an inevitable part of everyday life, but it can be easily managed by good organizational behavior, keeping a balance between social and academic life, as well as taking advantage of the resources offered on campus. The best advice I ever received was from my father, who told me to be safe, work hard, but most importantly, have fun. This has been Grace Johnson reporting for The Private Eye.
Massive selection, unparalleled pricing. ccstore.queensu.ca.